Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
The Inland Northwest is bracing for a series of rain showers sweeping through the region. And you can kind of make it out here in our live view over downtown Spokane, that rain coming down in our area. We're really glad you're with us here tonight. I'm Jordan Smith. That rain adding to the issues we're already seeing on the roadways across the region. Several major roads dealing with flooding, especially down in the Garfield area. In the last hour, the National Weather Service posted several homes are flooded alongside creeks in Oakesdale with reports of up to 6 inches of water. They say that water is also impacting homes down in Garfield, and it'll be hours before it can work its way down to the local drainage systems. We're also learning that 2,000 people are without power near the towns of Potlatch and Palouse, and that's according to Avista. Both those areas saw heavy flooding along State Route 27 and 272. And that flooding just expected to get worse before it gets better. More rounds of wet weather are on the way, which is why our team of weather experts have declared tomorrow a weather alert day. So after all that, we'll send things over to meteorologist Matt Gray with what we should expect here in the next couple of hours here, Matt.
And it's the last thing that we need, unfortunately, Jordan, which is more rain in the forecast. And we're getting another big dose of rain right now, which is only adding to the flooding issues we're seeing across many parts of the Inland Northwest. Look at how heavy some of this rain is as it is tracking quickly across the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene region and across the Inland Northwest. In fact, we're already seeing the backside of the rain here now around Moses Lake. And so in the next couple of hours, we'll start to see things dry out a little bit in central Washington. But for the most part, we'll end up with at least a few scattered showers later on tonight. But the broad areas of rain that's really going to put down those accumulations that we are worried so much about is going to be out of here as we head towards about 9-10 o'clock tonight. Let's show you a longer simulation here over the next 24 hours and what you can expect. As you can see, by 9-10 o'clock, things are looking a whole lot drier. This is going to be a longer break, about 12 hours or so, at least for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Unfortunately, for many parts of the Palouse, it will be a little bit less in some cases than that. So Pullman, Moscow, by 10 a.m., we're already starting to see rain pull back into your area. Same with Moses Lake and Ritzville. By lunchtime, our next round of rain is into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, and then points north as we head later on into the afternoon. We're going to see waves of rain as we go throughout the day on Monday, perhaps even some heavy rain, and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder by the time we warm up towards the back end of the day and through Monday evening. So we are just going to keep stacking up this rainfall. It's all got to go into those creeks and rivers, and it's going to be a problem. More rain, more flooding. Big reason why, especially with how bad things have gotten today, why we have that weather alert day up for tomorrow. We have flood warnings, flood advisories. We've even had some new ones since the last half hour we're going to tell you about. Take a look at the impacts being felt around the region right now coming up.
All right, Matt, thank you for that. And we do have a list of updated road closures in our area all throughout the Inland Northwest here. Just go to our website, KXLY.com. And those poor road conditions have prompted the Rosalia School District to run on emergency school bus routes tomorrow. Schools will start on time, but in town, Rosalia bus service will be provided, but the northbound bus route will not run. Other bus routes will pick up and drop off students at alternate locations, and we do have the specifics for that listed on our website as well. And the city of Pullman is offering sand and sandbags to help control flooding in the area. And these are available at the Public Works facility. We've got that address where you can grab your sand and get those sandbags on our website, KXLY.com. Well, this is the scene last night at a Kootenai County Republican Central Committee town hall. Some members of the Kootenai County Democrats in attendance forcibly removed from the meeting. Multiple videos of the incident have been shared across social media, sparking fierce responses from Kootenai County Democrats and Republicans alike. There's still some confusion tonight from both parties on who the people removing the Democrats from that town hall actually are. Derek Strom has reactions from both parties tonight.
Jordan, this town hall has caught the attention of people across the entire state after those videos were shared on social media. And the Idaho State Democrats released a statement today saying it was clear organizers did not intend to allow dialogue between legislators and the constituents they serve.
There are a lot of us who do not march in lockstep with the KCRCC, and our legislators have to learn to represent all of us. They need to learn how to be in the same space as people who disagree with them.
Kootenai County Democratic Party Chair Evan Koch is encouraging Democrats to set an example and choose unity over division. The KCRCC posted on Facebook claiming North Idaho Republican Krista Hazel helped rally people to disrupt the town hall. I reached out to Hazel today, who says she was not at the town hall, but the videos from it were scary to see, and she's glad she wasn't there. The KCRCC made a few posts on social media about the incident, which read in part, quote, "The activists' relentless yelling and insults had left the meeting in disarray, but midway through the Q&A session, the disruptive leftists finally relented, giving up in their efforts and walking out in frustration, swearing and yelling final jabs as they departed," end quote. I reached out to the KCRCC for comment about last night's incident and about the security guards that were present, but I have not heard back. The Idaho Democratic Party says it's disappointing to see the way a woman who voiced her dissent was treated at the town hall. In studio, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
All right, Derek, thanks so much for that. When we come back, we'll take another look at some of the roads WashDOT crews attended to this morning, and we'll also take you on a ride on the Air 4 drone, this time over Cougar Bay Preserve in the Cougar Gulch area of Lake Coeur d'Alene.
And it's not just big areas of big river flooding, it's also areas of small localized flooding that is going to slow your commute down in the morning. One example, Highway 2 under the railroad bridge near Fairchild, down to 1 lane because of water that's pooling underneath that little depression there in the roadway. We will talk about some more flood warnings and flood alerts that you need to be aware of and how long it's going to be before waters begin to recede again. Coming up.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry.
We're the advocates.
And we go to court.
The insurance companies take us seriously.
Because we go to court.
And if they don't offer you a settlement you deserve, they know.
We'll go to court.
So if you or a loved one are seriously injured in a crash...
Call us.
Oh, I thought for sure he was going to say...
We go to court.
There it is.
We're the advocates. And we go to court. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Experience unparalleled comfort and restful sleep with the Zecliner by FlexSteel. A scientifically proven bed alternative designed with your sleep in mind. Built with FlexSteel's patented blue steel spring for exceptional comfort and support. Featuring high-performance fabric and pressure point relief zones, the Zecliner is the perfect family chair by day and the best place for a restful sleep by night.
The future's uncertain, but you're more likely to get a high-paying gig if you're armed with college or career training after high school. WA Grant makes that education affordable or even free. See if you qualify at wogrant.org.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a 24 Bronco Sport 4x4 for just $299 a month for 36 months, plus 2 years free maintenance. Only your local Ford dealer.
This year, give your home a new look with some new floors from the pros at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop, shop for wood.
From water-resistant laminate to vinyl and plank flooring, Windsor Plywood has hundreds of choices.
Traveling is so exciting, but you'll need to be prepared.
New ID requirements for travel go into effect on May 7th, 2025.
There are multiple forms of ID you can use.
Whatever option you choose, make sure you have it with you before heading to the airport.
That way, you can travel stress-free.
Don't wait. Prepare today so you can relax and enjoy your flight.
It's your final boarding call for a real ID.
Sunday Night Sports on 4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino.
New at 6 tonight, US 97 Blewett Pass opened back up at milepost 97 this afternoon after avalanche and maintenance crew cleared up the snow and the mudslides that closed it down earlier this morning. WashDOT posted this on X, reminding drivers that this may not be the last of snow slides in the area, and drivers should check past conditions before driving through, and especially when we're seeing weather like this, Matt. So important to stay informed and kind of ahead of the curve here, because anything can happen on the roads there.
And there's a lot happening at once, as often happens with these weather systems. Everything is happening at the same time. So you've got avalanche warnings, you've got flood warnings, you've got the potential for snow slides that could stop traffic. And that's in Idaho, too. Remember, all this rain falling on top of the snow, it really makes things unstable. So something else we're going to be watching for. But let's head back to the valleys now and talk about the one thing that's really becoming the big thing, which is the flooding potential here, as the rain is coming down hard now in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. And all that water, as we said before, it's got to go somewhere. And now in Spokane County, not just a flood advisory, but we have a new flood warning. So this is for the Latah/Hangman Creek area, basically from almost to where it kind of joins up with some of these tributaries that head out towards Valley Ford, Rockford in the Fairfield area. Remember, a lot of southern Spokane County all drains into this one river system, and then the creek goes right down past the South Hill of Spokane. So there's a lot of folks down in the valley bottom there that need to pay attention to this. Here is the river forecast for where it empties out Latah Creek into the Spokane River. So already we're coming up on action stage here, over 9 feet. So it's risen a lot here over the past 24 hours, expecting to crest somewhere near the edge of minor flood stage, 11 feet. So this is going to be an issue throughout Monday. We're going to start to see things come back down here on Tuesday, but certainly tomorrow, folks around the Latah Creek area in the valley bottom there, got to keep an eye on the water and what is going on, and listen to local authorities. And the big thing, of course, is don't drive through flooded roads and obey those road closures. You don't know if that water is eating away the road underneath that area before you drive in. That goes for the Palouse folks here as well. Palouse River near Potlatch is going to crest at almost 15 feet here, which is, once again, in the minor flood stage. At some point tonight or early on Monday, before coming back down here as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday, and the rain finally stops. Don't think it's a coincidence either that we've got power outages, most of them right around the Palouse and Potlatch area underneath this active flood warning. There's another flood warning you can see right down there at the bottom end, south, which is for the Paradise Creek through the Moscow area. And also, we're seeing things get very, very full in Paradise Creek as it empties into the Palouse River in Pullman. So we are cresting right about now here in the Moscow area. So we're up about almost as high as it gets. The record here is about 11 feet or so. Well, we're about 10 foot and change. So it's going to stay there through the night. As we get into Monday, we're going to start to see things begin to go down a little bit. It'll take a little bit longer in Pullman for things to start heading that direction. And remember, we still have more rain that's going to fall. That rain's going to melt more snow, and it's all going to come down into these rivers. So you see the situation here. Some places still have the opportunity over the next couple of days for more than ½ an inch of rain, especially across North Idaho. We may start seeing more flooding impacts further north in the Idaho Panhandle with some extra rain than what we got out of the last one. So something to keep in mind. We get a break in the morning. We see conditions begin to get rainy again as we head into the back end of Monday. All right, a lot of information here. I've got one more piece for you. It's going to get windy at the end of this system here on Tuesday morning. Possible weather alert day, really gusty winds we're expecting into the 40-50 mile an hour range. Plus, with all of the ground being saturated, the trees have a harder time holding on when they're exposed to those winds. So we're going to keep looking at the weather data. We're going to keep you informed. That may end up becoming another weather alert day if things continue to hold like they are now.
Yeah, all right, Matt, really good information there. Thank you for that. Well, the weather is warming up later on down this week. There is still plenty of winter fun to be had around here in the inland Northwest once these storms subside, including hitting the trails and doing some snowshoeing. In this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're going to soar above one spot that's perfect for a hike. We'll show you on the Air 4 drone over Cougar Bay Preserve in the Cougar Gulch area of Lake Coeur d'Alene.
We're out here at Cougar Gulch, going snowshoeing on a beautiful snowy day. Snowshoeing, it's really fun, good exercise. Great in the wintertime, just basically like walking with a little resistance. Keeps you warm, so even on really cold days, you can hike around and stay warm, and you get out in the beautiful snowy country. Snowshoeing's really easy to do in the evenings. All you need is a small headlamp, and with the snow, it lights up everything. So in the evenings, you can get out after work. Anywhere you go around Coeur d'Alene, there's lots of wildlife potential. I know that out here, Cougar Gulch, there's wetlands and there's lots of birds in the summertime. And I know there's moose out here on occasion. There's a lot of great places to snowshoe around here. Here, Cougar Gulch is one spot. There's 4th of July, actually they have more snow because it's up on the pass, and there's actually some groomed snowshoe trails up there. Canfield, there's great snowshoeing. If you're in Spokane, you can go to Beacon or Riverside. More people in the area, more people enjoying the country here, so more people taking advantage of the opportunity to get out in the winter and snowshoeing. I mean, anybody can grab some snowshoes and go out and enjoy the first time out.
Well, around the nation here, a Delta flight from Los Angeles International Airport headed to Sydney on Saturday was forced to make an emergency landing after smoke was detected on board. According to data from FlightAware, the aircraft took off just after 9 p.m. and returned to LAX 30 minutes later. Upon returning to the gate, no smoke was in the cockpit, but according to liveatc.net, pilots still requested medical attention for passengers who may have been affected by smoke. All 162 passengers were then rebooked on a different flight. Confusion this weekend for workers across the federal government. More than 2 million workers received an email sent at the direction of Elon Musk asking them, quote, "What did you do last week?" Many of those workers are now receiving differing instructions on how to reply or even if they should reply. ABC senior White House correspondent Selena Wang is in Washington with more details.
Workers across the federal government receiving an email this weekend with an ultimatum. Explain what you've done or resign. The email coming from the Office of Personnel Management at the direction of Elon Musk. Musk initially posting on X, all federal employees will shortly receive an email requesting to understand what they got done last week. Failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. Sources tell ABC the emails ask employees to list 5 bullet points of what they've accomplished in the last week. The deadline to respond is tomorrow night. Sources tell ABC that many federal law enforcement agencies are urging employees to use caution or hold off responding, especially because of the sensitive nature of their work. Newly installed FBI Director Kash Patel told FBI employees to pause any responses to the Musk email. But acting U.S. Attorney in D.C. Ed Martin was one of the few senior officials in government to encourage his employees to respond to the email, writing to his office that this is a good opportunity for us all to continue to recognize and promote the importance of our work. Utah Republican Senator John Curtis appearing on CBS saying while cuts need to be made, he doesn't think federal employees should be treated this way.
These are real people. These are real lives. These are mortgages. It's a false narrative to say we have to cut and you have to be cruel to do it as well. We can do both.
Maryland Democrat Senator Chris Van Hollen also appearing on CBS, suggesting Musk does not have the authority to require employees to answer those questions.
There's no Article 4 in the Constitution that gives Elon Musk that authority. And the way that he's been sort of, quote, delegated this authority is illegal. And the actions he's taking are illegal.
President Trump has not commented publicly on the email, but early Saturday posted on social media saying Elon is doing a great job, but I would like to see him get more aggressive. ABC News has reached out to the White House for comment. Selena Wang, ABC News, Washington.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This month, find presidential savings on new Sierra 1500 Elevation and Pro models. Up to $16,000 off for 0% APR. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
I'm getting vaccinated Pfizer's pneumococcal pneumonia vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm getting Prevnar 20 because pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital. And my risk is 6 times greater because I'm over 50.
The CDC just expanded its recommendation for those 50 or older to get vaccinated. You're also at risk if you're 19 or older with certain chronic conditions. Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect against both pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle and joint pain. Millions have chosen Prevnar vaccines, which have helped protect adults for over a decade and have an established safety profile.
That's why I chose Prevnar 20.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20.
Ready to enjoy some February fun? The Kootenai Casino has a getaway just for you. Book your room now and cozy up for just $59 per night midweek and $89 on the weekend. And enjoy 2 free breakfast vouchers. Win big during our Mardi Gras Masquerade giveaway. And celebrate Valentine's Day and President's Day with extra bonus play. Stay and win at the Inn. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Did you know that the largest consigned furniture store in the country is in Liberty Lake? Shop gently used furniture for your home, home office, or apartment, all in 60,000 square feet. You can save up to 70% off retail. There are new pieces coming in every single day, and you never know what you're gonna find. Ooh, if you don't see the price you like, make them an offer. You can even shop these amazing savings online. Consigned furniture, easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
This month, find presidential savings on new Yukon and Yukon XL models. Up to $10,500 off for 6.2% APR. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Well, a loss to St. Mary's also meant Gonzaga gave up the regular season conference title on their home court. Welcome into sports. I'm Sydney Berger. It was a tough outcome on senior night, and in a must-win game for the Zags, the first critique from many fans was actually regarding their starting lineup. The first 5 included Joe Few and Michael Ajayi. And while it wasn't Ajayi's first start this season, Few has only played about 30 minutes and typically in the final seconds of blowout wins. Coach Mark Few let St. Mary's get out to an early 8-0 run before he decided to sub out the original starting 5 for their typical starting rotation. Gonzaga spent the rest of the 40 minutes playing catch-up to the Gales, and even when they managed to tie the game, too many mistakes allowed St. Mary's to take the WCC regular season title. Coach Mark Few says it's not about what happened in the first 2 minutes, though, and he sees the fix as a simple formula.
Play better. How's that? Make shots. Don't turn the ball over. and battle on the glass. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's not nothing rocket science or anything like that.
So clearly some frustration after getting swept by the Gales this season, but Few says there's 0 time to dwell on this loss and they have to pivot quickly. Gonzaga has 2 regular season games left before the West Coast Conference tournament. St. Mary's was huge, but these games hold the same weight. Both on the road, both quad 1 win opportunities, both must win for the Zags to improve their March Madness tournament resume with a few more big wins. Santa Clara is up next this Tuesday in California at 8 o'clock. And the moods were somber in both locker rooms, with the women's team dropping what would have been their 15th straight win and on senior night. They lost by 2 points to the San Francisco Dons, and head coach Lisa Fortier attributes the loss to a lackluster defensive performance.
Our defense in general, I think, wasn't very good today. We're not a team that can consistently give up 70 points and win. I think that sometimes we can, because if we get our offense going.
Gonzaga needs to win their next 2 games to lock in the 1 seed for the WCC tournament, and they only have 2 left. First up, they take a road trip to Northern California to play Pacific on Thursday and round out their regular season on Saturday against Santa Clara. The WCC tournament for both the men's and women's teams begins March 6th in Las Vegas. The Ridgeline girls basketball team just beat Hermiston 61-47 yesterday to qualify for a spot in the WIAA state tournament. Maddie Crowley was the Falcons' leading scorer with 23 points, which helped them earn a 9 seed in the bracket that was released this morning. Here's the full list of Greater Spokane League teams that are headed off to state. We have 2 teams that are 1 seeds in their bracket. Central Valley girls are a 1 seed in the 3A bracket, and Gonzaga Prep boys are a 1 seed in their 4A bracket. And a nice kind of upset on this list. North Central is a lower seed, but they weren't even projected to make the state tournament before their 2A playoffs. So a good story for the Wolfpack that we will keep following. And it's been a minute since we've seen Spokane Zephyr FC in action, and that's because their season began in the fall, it pauses in the winter, and then resumes in the spring. So the team was fresh for their first game back in Dallas yesterday, and they came out with their third win this season. The final score was 1-0 with a Katie Murray goal in the 16th minute. Zephyr FC is back home March 8th at One Spokane Stadium to face Carolina Ascent. 4 News Now, be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Carpet Barn.
From lush Puget Sound, through the stunning Columbia Valley, and to the rolling hills of eastern Washington, we're proud to serve every corner of our beautiful state with superior window and door replacements. Built for energy efficiency and durability, and expertly designed to enhance your home's value and comfort. But it's not just about the products, it's about the care we provide. With more than 2,500 five-star reviews in Washington, homeowners trust us to deliver the highest quality service. From the first phone call to final installation, more than 1 million homeowners recommend Renewal by Andersen, and we're ready to earn your trust too. Choose the window and door replacement company that combines superior product with exceptional service. Schedule your free consultation before the end of February, and you'll save $1,000 on your project.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the fan favorite cowboy pizza right now at papamurphys.com.
Are you tired of those scam calls from unknown numbers? They're more than annoying. They've cost unsuspecting victims billions. I'm Robin Nance. I'll show you how to protect yourself and new ways to stop those robocalls. Tuesday on Good Morning Northwest.
Hi, I'm Ken.
And I'm Donnie.
We lead the Advocates.
The Advocates fight for each of our injured clients. We take on big insurance and get big results.
We're both advocates, but we're very different from each other.
That's true.
I say potato, she says...
Potato.
Oh, I guess we're the same there.
Potato. Do people say that a different way?
Potato.
Who says it that way?
Never mind. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Coeur d'Alene Casino is known for its big jackpots. But what about big appetites and bigger flavors? Your favorite Asian-inspired meals or made-to-order Firestone baked pizzas at our expanding food court. How about our delicious Southwest Pub American cuisine while enjoying traditional tribal hospitality? Or our culinary award-winning restaurant that speaks for itself. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino, we take mouth-watering flavors to a new level. The Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Winning is just the beginning.
All right, a final look here at your 7-day forecast. And tomorrow, a weather alert day, more rain, more flooding, and then the potential for another here, depending on how these winds are looking here as we keep the data coming in over the next 24 hours or so. So lots of active weather to start the week. Things, on a positive note, calm down, the waters recede, and it starts to feel like spring by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday. So that's going to feel pretty good.
The 50s look very promising. We just have to make it to the second half of the week. Right.
Just got to get there.
Right. All right. Stay with us here for Nightside for the latest updates on road conditions. We'll see you then.